T to the G, man. Who you think it gonna be? And I'm back with the best reaction channel on YouTube that wouldn't be possible without YouTube. Now, the title of this video is going to be 60 Days In, Season 1, Episode 5. But before we get in this video, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But if you're one of my day ones, go ahead and drop a like and leave a comment like you always do. Now, without wasting time, let's get into it.
No, dude.
When I used to have a bunk bed when I was a kid, there was bars. I don't particularly care for heights.
Heights? Ain't that high, big dog.
I'm worried that I'm going to go. And end of my stay in jail.
I'm not gonna lie to you, though, those bunk beds are extremely uncomfortable, though, on some real ish, especially if you have to get on the top. That bottom bunk chrono. Yeah, program.
A guy who was bunking with me, his name was Eric. He told me that, hey, you can buy this bunk for me for $10 in commissary. So I did.
Okay. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do that. Work your magic, finesse. Yeah. Yeah. I respect it.
$10. If he had said 20, I would have given him $20 in commissary. That's how much I just wanted the lower bunk.
Jeff shouldn't be trading commissary for a bunk. It's putting a target on his back, and he's starting to look weak.
Nah, I definitely just don't agree with that. That's showing you like, hey, yo, I'm throwing my weight around. Like, yo, like I'm one of them. Like, let me get that bottom up $10. Check out, let me get that phone time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, I'm not paying for no phone time. That's free. But you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That I respect that. He cop talking out his ass. Put your money where your mouth is.
He told me exactly what I wanted. He wrote down 2 boxes of honey buns and a couple other things.
That's something that an inmate's not supposed to do. That's Jeff's money. That's Jeff's commissary. I think other inmates are taking advantage.
He got his pen, though. Isaiah ain't got no pen.
The kiosk is a digital screen where inmates purchase commissary.
I mean, you can get cookies, pickles, tuna.
You can actually go stay at home online and do like a Skype visitation for like $6.
Inmates will receive a PIN number when they come to jail. They will enter the PIN number on the kiosk. It'll show their balance, and then they can order accordingly.
Commissary. It's basically like a convenience store. Kind of like a small business area for the department itself, where the sheriff's department gets revenue.
A lot of revenue.
When they come in, it basically they get 3 meals a day, as people would say, 3 hots and a cot. Some people don't like some of the meals that come up. They can buy their own meal.
I'm not even gonna hold you. Them meals were actually looking a lot better than the meals I had to go through. But yeah, usually nobody, unless you really ain't got no money, like nobody's really trying to eat the meals. Like, nah, it's all commissary diet, like that. Commissary to sprinkle in something.
You don't go check your commissary with 5 people standing around.
First time comers, they might try you, you know. They might take your commissary.
Word did get out that I was willing to trade commissary.
I can right up on you. Need help?
The pod boss came up to me and he was watching over my shoulder. And saw how much I had in my commissary, pressed the button for some chips. I was very insulted by that. I didn't care for it.
I need this beef jerky too. Oh God! Hey, well, hey! If he ain't gonna sweat you, he gonna let you. I better say that. And I need the beef jerky too. I'd have been like, bro, hold on. First off, pause all that too. Like, don't even be over my shoulder out of nowhere talking about I need some beef jerky. Watch out, bro.
Like I was becoming a target.
You're in jail. You need to be a man. Stand up. Don't curl up into a little ball.
I'm like, what do I do here? He's a big guy. If I don't let him have what he wants, and get my ass beat.
Okay, so you the ATM now.
Tammy, she has been quite rude to me just because I didn't want anything to do with the fight that she had with the other inmate.
Look. First off, you supposed to, if you rocking with somebody in that type of environment, that means you with all the bullish. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, if Boston wanted to come over there and start putting hands up with all four of her people, gonna rush with her. If she's supposed to be rocking with you, like, and you talk about we cool, and you know what I mean, and then Tammy starts beefing with somebody else, like, and you like, yeah, that feels crazy. Like, you ever got jumped and your homie ran off on you? That's pretty much how she feels. Like, after the jump, you see your homie, you're like, hey, guess what? Look who's alive. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, like, you're supposed to rock out.
I started spending more and more time in my room.
Look, man, what happened? I'm not gonna be jerky. I think we all get angry sometimes in our life.
By doing that, I got way closer to my cellmates in my room. So I have 3 other bunkies. Sam is my favorite bunkie.
Go faster.
She is the one that I'm closest with.
I mean, you're doing good.
Amy's kind of the head bunkie, I would say. She's kind of the one who controls the room.
Bam.
And then there's Lola, and Lola is just kind of all over the place.
She's gonna get shanked in some jails and stuff like this.
Talking to Barbara before this project, she made the statements that she didn't have any female friends. She related more to males.
I think it's hard for me to really connect with other women. It sounds like I will be trapped in like an estrogen-filled hell. Like, that sounds miserable to have no privacy and be like wrapped around nothing but women all day.
Oh, or cow. Yeah, in the running position. That's how you run?
She just does the funniest stuff, and she'll just take off running because she's got too much energy.
Kick your leg up here again, I'm gonna grab it.
Barbara and Bunky's in her cell. They seem to be having as good of a time as you can in a jail. She's just kind of like the pod mascot.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I see what's going on now. Now she's gonna start being loud, just like Boston is with everybody else at nighttime. And now Tammy gonna be extra tripping. This is nice. Like, what?
This sucks.
Radio that is.
All right, man, on your feet in there. When you get to that intersection, sir, hold up.
In Zach's case, he has no local charges. He should never be going to a local court.
Find out we got a warrant.
It's too late. I can't call Book in and say, hey, pull Zach off the list. It's going to blow up the whole cover of this project for the sheriff's office. At this point, Zach's just got to go to court.
I'm going to pick up the pace. I'm trying to walk as best I can, sir. He cuts a little tight on my ankles.
This is an actual judge. The judge isn't on this project, so, he can't lie to a judge.
That was definitely a sobering moment to me, to be walked through in an orange jumpsuit with hands and feet shackled, walking past people who are upstanding citizens, all of them looking at me as if I'm a criminal.
Yeah, or
asked
POS.
the CO, do you have any idea what's going on? And he said, according to him, I have a lawyer. And I knew there's no way I have an attorney. I'm literally freaking out inside. The second I get in front of the judge, I'm going to have to tell the truth.
Oh, wow.
And at that point, the whole program is just going to have to shut down.
Wait, so let me get this straight. Hold on. So let me get this straight. So you're telling me the dude who's in a fake jail program is scared to go for 60 days, is scared to go to the judge and possibly get some time? That doesn't make sense. Make that make sense. Like, you're already in jail. What they gonna do? Man, that program over with.
You can just sit in a room by yourself all day. It just sucks.
Some people lose their minds. Some people start screaming and shaking the door and going crazy. I've known someone that had to do 6 months in there, and he wasn't the same for a while.
Yeah, I hear no joke. I take Robert ass over there. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I get the feeling Robert gonna be just chilling. He gonna be having his way, like fine. Like he just seemed like one of those mentally unstable people that would not affect him, or he might just fall into who he really is. I don't know.
I really don't keep track of time because time is a moot point. I made a mistake on my part by covering up a camera. I accepted my punishment for 30 days in solitary confinement. I feel fantastic. It's like an all-inclusive vacation.
Some people call it the hole. I call it the meditation retreat. I'm not merely surviving solitary confinement. I'm flourishing.
I love it here.
Man,
you can hear the misery next door.
Hello!
You can hear the suffering. Look at me. I mean, do I really look sad and miserable?
Robert's a unique character. He brings a different dynamic to this project.
I don't have one complaint. I like it here better than general population.
Hey,
Robert's just giving us the happy-go-lucky answer.
One day I'd like to spend my honeymoon in solitary confinement.
But if I came to jail, I would love to be in a cell by myself where I felt safe and not being around other inmates. So he could be telling the truth about that.
Yeah.
Everything is taken care of for me, so I could focus all my attentions on writing, reading, just whatever my mind desires.
Oh, they give you books?
Let me read you a little comment right there. In a backwards world, this punishment is reward. 720 hours of luxury anyone can afford. Through heavy metal, my biological needs are fed. One chamber over, I hear a woman man scream. Open up! Open up the door! Have a fantastic day, because I will. Goodbye.
Hey.
I don't know what's going through his head. He could panic while he's in court. You're sitting in front of an actual judge that's asking you, why are you in court?
I probably hit him with a dry run. If you guys don't know what that is, it's when your name accidentally goes onto the court list and they take you to court because they think you have court, but they don't call you whatsoever. And you just come back. It's called a dry run. But that might actually be what he might be going through. He ain't got no charges.
The guy who is supposed to be my lawyer is coming back in, and the guard is like, "Hey, sir, this is your client right here." And the lawyer looks at me and he goes, "So you're not my client. My client's here for a DUI charge." And I was like, "No, sir, I'm here for a warrant hold."
All right, so you're done. I don't even need you up there. It was an accident.
Oh, I guess we had the wrong name. And so they take me back down and put me back in there.
He's good to go, bro. Hey, what's up, Zach? What they say, bro?
They said we got the wrong Zach Holland up here. I got the wrong name.
We figured out the problem. There's two Zach Hollands. They were actually looking for a different Zach with the same last name that has a criminal case inside their court now.
Damn.
Coincidence. Apparently everything went fine in court. The judge didn't ask him any questions. We dodged a big bullet here.
So, still here.
After putting me through all this intense stress, I was off the hook.
Intense stress? What was the stress part?
When an inmate gets called to court, oftentimes the other inmates will go through the commissary and possibly steal their items.
I started looking at the stuff on my rack. I could tell nobody's been rifling through my stuff. I mean, there's nothing gone. I start feeling pretty good about how I've gotten along with the inmate.
For Zach to return from court and his commissary has been untouched, it shows that they must respect him.
The guys have been a lot more accepting of me. They kind of are.
Oh, I thought he was gonna get stole on. Oh, that was crazy. That's crazy. I thought, bro. I'm sorry. I thought, bro, out of nowhere got a swim banger, like the old school bangers. It was like they respect him up in there, and all of a sudden dudes came out of nowhere and just fired him up. But that's how it could happen in county. That's what I'm saying. You having your back turned with anything, hey.
Which I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, because then it pulls me towards getting involved in other things.
Oh, we got the 2 liter. They got the 2 liters.
If we didn't have commissary, that would be really hard. Just 3 meals a day.
Broke down and bawled my eyes out the first time I ate my first tray here.
Oh God, she said I broke down and cried when I heard my first tray. That is a fair description of the food. I ain't gonna hold you. She said I broke down and cried.
I am not Miriam Ali in this facility. My main concern is staying Yas in here and not May.
Are you sitting across from Tammy? Hold on.
I'm Muslim and I grew up active in my religion. I decided to keep my religion private for one reason and one reason only. I had concerns that I would be recognized as Muhammad Ali's daughter. I didn't want anything connecting me to my father because I do favor my father.
That's true.
And the jail is 15 minutes from his hometown, but there's a Muhammad Ali Boulevard. The Islam thing was a dead giveaway.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
I didn't want my cover blown. I didn't want to have to go through this and then have to leave.
Okay, that makes sense. And thanks.
Commissary!
I gotta see
Johnson! Johnson! Do we have a John?
Big, long, John. Johnson? You know what I'm saying? Johnson. Phil.
Yeah.
I'm here.
My friend showed me how to use commissary. Basically, you log in, you got an ID.
My
I think
friend.
my first order was a bar of Zest soap and a toothbrush and some deodorant because I wasn't going to stink no more and I just need to wash up.
There you go. That's actually the realest thing that he has done so far being in there, because everybody says this. When you go to the store your very first time, I don't care if you have $50, $50,000, $5. The very first thing you're supposed to get is hygiene. If you over there and got you some Zoom and Wham, some honey buns and coffee or whatever, and you over there stinking, oh no. They're gonna get you up out of there and take your coffee in there.
I'm feeling better than I was before.
Stay up all night, go sleep all day. So you're only doing probably 2 hours a day.
My mom gave me the strength that I needed to stay. What changed is the dynamic.
Oh God, I wonder what his mama said. His mama was like, "Yo, your brother been doing 5 years in the pen. If you don't suck that ish up, for real."
The people that I'm around.
All right, you have a food you will not eat.
Pickles. Pickles? I see that everybody doesn't have bad intentions.
Fried pickles. You ever had fried pickles?
Okay. Isaiah got off on the wrong foot, but after his mother encouraged him, he seems to be getting more comfortable. He's worried less about his cover story. I think he's going to do well and get us a good perspective of what's going on in our jail.
That's the man.
Get a good perspective of what's going on in our jail.
I gotta stay solid. I'm kind of more comfortable, so I'm in a good spot.
There you go. All right.
Got a little water bag.
Yeah.
Damn.
There's a lot of things that happen in the pod that bring me back to that scared kid living in a group home that I was. After I had this fight with Julia, not one person came up to me and said, "Yeah, I respect you for what you did." Not one person.
This is jail. What she thought this was? She said you thought she was gonna get a whole bunch of accolades. People gonna be like, "Yeah, way to stick up for the bully." No, if you would have put them paws on her, you know what I'm saying, then maybe, like, you know what I'm saying. But you over there just having a yelling match, and then the girl said she's gonna get cracking on you, and you decided not to do nothing. Who was going to applaud that in jail?
I feel very alone here.
Why?
Very
Yeah.
alone. My
Yeah.
bunkies didn't speak to me for like a day.
Damn.
I've lost a lot of friends, so there's frustration.
Tammy really needs to just chill. The drama it never ends.
We've all given Tammy quite a few passes because she's the first time.
She can't lighten that. I don't want to be your friend. I'm done. I don't like you.
Being in foster care as a kid, you're hardwired not to trust anyone. The hurt, the mistrust, strangers coming in and out of your life. A 21-year-old.
Why is she just over there looking like a Grinch? That's just crazy. You don't want to be that person. I'm just saying, you don't want to be that person in the county.
Trust, strangers coming in and out of your life. A 21-year-old trying to push me to my breaking point. I'm living it now. I lived it back then.
What did you do back
A lot
then?
of memories right now are flooding to my forefront.
Man, get cracking. Like, I don't understand the problem. Like, if you, oh wait, I forgot you're a civilian. You're supposed to do in jail. One thing where you can just get cracking.
I really felt like I was starting to fit in.
I think he might have just bought his way into the gang or the wood pile. But hey, I mean, if they accepted him.
The first time I met Martin Nash, he was really nice. You look at the guy; he's got muscles. He's in good shape. I'm not in good shape.
Get that ass down. Get that ass down. Push it like you hit your old lady or something. Get that ass down. There you go. Yeah, come on. Come on.
Yesterday, I didn't feel like I was gonna make it. Today, I really feel good about myself. I really feel like I'm making it.
The pop off on to the air. No,
I take care of everybody. Every newcomer that comes in. After become a convict for so long, I got to live with 50-some dudes every day. Nobody really likes each other, and I'm that little spark plug, make sure everybody does,
But the boys scored 11, 13, 15. DOC at 17. It's my third DOC. It's the only good thing saved my life.
No, he's a real convict. DOC is Department of Corrections. This ain't no county-ish. He goes to prison. That's what he used to. So I feel what he's talking about now.
That the TFO, it's a wrap.
Nash and I, our relationship started developing into where we were talking all the time. It's kind of nice to have somebody recognize that, hey, he's a first timer. He needs somebody.
Why are you giving away your lunch tray though?
We only feed 3 meals a day here, and they're spread out by several hours. Nobody gives away their lunch tray. That's big.
Yeah. Down here, they won't let me get your tray, so you got to get it for me. Okay.
Like anything, gonna skip the line to the way, right?
To give away your commissary, and then 2 hours later to give away your lunch tray, you're establishing yourself as a very weak inmate. And people are going to start taking advantage of Jeff on a daily basis.
Hey.
What's going on? I know I caught them in bed like you were like April though.
The barber hanging. Hey. One thing about jail, I'm trying to tell y'all, you got to do your time. You have to do your time. You feel me? So, hey, you can't do nobody else's time for them. Hey, if Barbara, whatever her name is, Tammy upset. Tammy got to be upset. That's her time.
This year, you're going to do a cheerleader. We had another new girl come in, and I said, hey, people call me Tennessee. And she was like, Tootsie. And I was like, what? No, I said Tennessee. And ever since then, they call me Tootsie. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they hate that.
I think Barbara says who she is, plain and simple. Almost like she's becoming an inmate. She's not one of us. She's one of them. It's really scary for me to watch.
Oh, your husband's got Tootsie tattoos. A lot of the girls, they play with each other's hair, put their arm around each other, they snuggle. It makes me feel super uncomfortable. I'm not used to anything like this.
Can I put my legs on your lap?
Sure. I definitely got in with the right bunkies. They take such good care of me. We're like a family. I did. I don't know why he thinks I'm gambling in here. Oh, God. I was like, where did that come from? I don't gamble. Before this program, I felt like criminals were these terrible people. They do a really good job taking care of me, especially.
She's a trooper. She's going to be a gangster when she leaves. Her husband told her not to say.
Now that I've spent time with these women and I know them and we're really friends, I do feel bad for having that opinion before, and I do think I judged them too harshly. I'm really like falling into the system, and I do feel like an inmate. I really do.
You're cute.
Call bombing still.
I get double trays today.
They don't have you down as double trays.
Yes, they do.
No, ma'am.
Robert Harrison, H7. Pepperoni slices that we have.
I order so much commissary.
You got an iced cinnamon roll.
Because on vacation, treat yourself.
And then, of course, Swiss cake roll.
Crazy. They're letting him even get commissary and segregation. All right, so technically, this ain't that bad. Technically, this is like a one-man cell, and you're just on lockdown. Like that's it's more like lockdown than actual segregation, because when you're on lockdown, you're not supposed to get no books, no writing pads, no pencils, no commissary, no phone privileges. That man just pretty much just doing his time by himself, like in the program. Like he winning.
Everybody's favorite.
Bunk, yeah. Good rolls.
Mr. Harris, yes, sir. Commissary for you.
Quite a bit of pepperoni there.
There's 3 of them. Yes, sir.
So thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Take care. I got no fish.
One of my goals when I came here was to be as lazy and unproductive as possible. I want to see if jail food makes me fat. So I'm eating massive amounts of junk just because it's fun.
The fact that Robert has ordered an extreme amount of commissary and gorging himself on junk food just shows that he's not taking this program seriously.
Back in my normal life, I have a very raw diet based upon fruits and vegetables. I'm enjoying this vacation.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, no problem.
The food here is so good. I mean, really, whoever is that culinary French chef in the kitchen, just sit around and gorge yourself. It's great.
Oh, we wanted them. Wanted them down.
Right. So I hope y'all forget about your 7-year-old heart today. I hope your 7-year-old is crying. Yeah, be fine now. Sorry, Bunk. Was that? Is that? No, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. That is so disrespectful, especially in that setting. I gotta say that one more again. She walked off on her. She spun right off on her too. Right after she did it, she spun right off.
Was that? Is that?
Take it out.
No, sorry.
So Karma is a mean bitch. Just know. That's fine. Okay, I'm not. I'm poor. Okay. Anybody have any trash?
Okay, that was. You can join the conversation by going to the WDR Facebook page. Muhammad Ali responds to Donald Trump's proposal to ban Muslims from entering the U.S.
There's a news story comes on about my father.
In a written statement, the boxer and Louisville native says, "I am Muslim, and there is nothing Islamic about killing innocent people in Paris, San Bernardino, or anywhere else in the world."
And my father made a statement, addressing Trump's statement about
She definitely do look like her daddy, though.
Muslims. So they did a little expose on my father, and they're flashing pictures. I'm going, what if they flash a picture of me and him?
True Muslims know the ruthless violence of so-called Islamic jihadists goes against the very tenets of our religion.
Do not show a picture of me and my father. And everything's going through my...
I'm not even gonna hold you. I've never even seen a picture of her ever in life. So I'm saying I've never even knew who she was until this show started. But they're in by his hometown, so maybe.
And we're all just sitting there watching it.
Earlier this week, Trump proposed.
And, they're not making any comments. Because you have to understand, if I pop up, that's the end of my stay. So I didn't want that to happen. And when that news story was over, I was like exhaling. And I just kind of went, woo, that was close.
Well, Barbara sharing drag.
I had some really tough days. Normally, my wife and my daughter will bring me right back up. That's my lifeline right now.
Hello. Good morning, Peanut. How are you today?
Good.
Good. It's good to hear your voice.
Hello.
Can I talk to Mommy? Okay.
Okay. Where I
The
get my
little kid got to press 5 and everything. That's crazy.
hugs and my kisses from the girls, and I don't have that, and I really need that right now.
Hi. What's the matter? Are you okay? No. Nobody's talking to me. Really hard. Okay, so nobody's talking to you.
Yep.
And you feel like everybody's against you.
Yep. Feeling so alone. She says, I can only imagine what that's like for you.
It's hard. That's hard. You don't want to live like that. You're not living like that.
Yep.
You're there temporarily. Okay?
I didn't do any. Yeah, I had an argument with one person. Anybody else that I didn't have an argument that doesn't want to talk to me, and you're gonna walk by me, you're gonna sit next to me and not talk to me. What does that say about you as a person?
Says I don't want to be
Tammy
on the
is
bath.
so pissed at me for not getting involved. She really wanted me to have her back and to back her up, but I just can't. We're in jail. This is drama for real. I'm sorry, but you're on your own with this one.
It's fine. It says that they're followers and they're doing what they can to stay safe. Because they're weak.
They are weak, and that's their business.
I still don't understand how any of this turned into a big deal.
I had an argument with one person, with the girl from Boston. She said, I'll beat the brakes out of you. Hey, I'll beat the living daylights out of you.
Honey. So it sounds like we need to just avoid this person until
They already are avoiding you. You mad because they're not talking to you. That's the crazy part. You can just do your time peacefully. Nobody's talking to you. Like, why do you care?
She's all over the place. You just can't get away from her.
remember what real reality is, okay? Real reality is not the drama that goes on in there. I think if you just try to not let her get to you,
I'm trying.
Honey, I know, but baby, it's gonna hurt your mental health. You're aware of
I
that.
know that. I'm
really afraid of that, and I don't want to hurt your mental health.
Is she right? Am I jeopardizing my mental health? Oh,
I don't want you to feel reactive. Don't engage because it's only hurting you.
This situation right here is really putting me to the test. It's going to be a long couple of months here.
She said, jail might be hurting your mental health. Okay. I gotta see when that commissary get there, and Zach just has to start. I want to see what everybody's gonna start doing. They're gonna start taking his shit.
He like a spoiled little kid sometimes, dog.
All the time. That's my son.
I know.
I need to use the shower, guys. Do me a favor, buddy. Wait until we wake up.
Oh, okay.
All right. I don't want people coming in and out using, disrespecting our bathroom. But there's really not a assigned day room, bathroom. I need to use the shower, guys.
I can't let everybody in this day room come and use my shower and my bathroom at one time.
It's hard being out in the day room, not knowing where to use the restroom at, like to ask, hey man, can I take a shower?
That is crazy.
Hey man, can I use the bathroom? It sucks.
Hey, what's the money in there?
What you It's full. It's full.
I got eggs full.
Well, man, D-Lo. Wait, so my question is, how has he been using the restroom and going to the bathroom this whole time? It's been 2 days.
Somebody back up.
What's up?
I was bullied in elementary school and high school, and
obviously
I feel like I didn't handle it well then. It was a very hard time in my life. I didn't feel like there was a way out other than waiting for school to be over that day, that year.
Here he comes. You ain't willing to fight about it. They gonna do it every day.
Oh God! And my question is, hey, the pod boss who said he need that beef jerky, he'd have been the first boot I ran up on. Like, hey yo, bro, I need that. You feel me? I already gave you that. You feel me? Let me go and get it in there. You feel me? But you gotta. He ain't, like dude said. I ain't gonna say it. He said it already.
It's a downhill experience. Some people prey on the weed.
It's only been a couple days, and I'm already being bullied again. Don't know how much longer I can do this. These people, they're just locked up. They've become kind of animals. They're not your basic human being anymore with basic empathy. And I get it. I do, because I started losing that.
Sit off my bed, Punk. You know I don't let Punk sit on my bed.
Uh-oh. Happened. Got cracking? Yeah, got cracking. He's actually jumped. Damn.
She's talking about the devil, and I told her I was her angel. I'd help her.
I'm sorry, but I don't think you really thought this plan through. You planned an attempted unaliving by jumping off the second tier? Did you go head first? That's the only thing I could think of.
Don't move. Hit your head. You talk to me.
Oh, that man.
Hey. Can you tell me what hurts? No? Breathe for me.
Let's talk about it. All right, man. So technically, this show is actually starting to get some legs now. We had to get to episode 5 to see what's going on. Now we're more invested with the characters, and I like it. Isaiah, is a little weird because I just never seen a 19-year-old black dude act like this. Like when it comes to like, especially when his brother is in prison as well. Like, so he had to get a pep talk from his mom. That was kind of crazy. But yeah, Barbara's doing what she got to do. She's just trying to survive. Tammy's over there bugging. I don't know why she's over there acting like she's the pod boss, and everybody's got to respect how she feels about anything because they don't. And I want to see Zach when he get his commissary because I think they're gonna take advantage. Not Zach, the other dude, the one who's bullied. Zach is the one that went to court. But yeah, I want to see when they take his because they're gonna take his commissary. Facts. They ain't even letting him use the bathroom. That's crazy. But hey, if you made it this far, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share to be aware. Put me in the algorithm because I need to be there, man. Because I know there's 10 other streamers out there doing it like me. But fuck that little 10.